On the isolated world of New Rhodesia, Ambassador Yasmin Sato prepared for her latest diplomatic envoy. Her mission: to convince the reptilian Takath to join the fledgling galactic coalition that humanity was spearheading. The Takath were masters of clone technology and genetic engineering. Their mastery of replicant armies and adaptive bioweapons would make valuable additions to the coalition. However, the isolationist Takath had rebuffed all previous overtures. Donning an environment suit fitted with a holographic reptilian disguise, Yasmin set out to earn the Takath's trust. She tweaked her translator to mimic their sibilant speech patterns and practiced rituals of submission essential for audience with the Hive Queens. After months of intricate negotiations, involving promises of advanced medical technology and assurances of genetic sovereignty, the Takath finally agreed to tentative participation. Their cloning vats and gene forges would arm the fledgling coalition. Meanwhile, humanity's covert outreach continued. On Gehenna, a world ravaged by runaway industry, Ambassador Rajiv Sani brokered deals to supply terraforming technology in exchange for access to vast mineral reserves. This influx of resources fueled massive shipyard expansions throughout coalition space. But the rapid growth of humanity's galactic coalition had not gone unnoticed. The established higher-tier galactic powers largely ignore and look down upon these small societies, seeing them as insignificant. However, as the human diplomats slowly unite more and more worlds into their alliance, the major powers begin to take notice. Sinister figures lurked in the shadows, operatives of the stronger civilizations who saw this upstart alliance as a threat to their galactic order. Saboteurs unleashed a malworm into the Takath's neural architecture, seeking to subvert their hive mind. Yasmin worked desperately to root out the infestation and maintain their partnership. If the coalition was to have any hope of surviving the benefactor's machinations, their solidarity must remain unbroken. Yasmin worked tirelessly to purge the malworm from the Takath systems. After weeks of rebooting nodes and quarantining infected sections, the neural architecture was finally cleansed. The crisis had been contained, but it was clearly the other civilizations opening salvo against the fledgling coalition. In response, humanity redoubled their diplomatic efforts, dispatching envoys to distant worlds on the fringes of known space. On the ocean planet of Temujin, Minister Park Ji-soo negotiated with the amphibious Korath, gaining their naval might in exchange for gravity manipulation technologies. Among the nomadic clans of the Baraketh asteroid field, Ambassador Amir Khan secured troops and drone smiths with the offer of a new planetary homeworld. Yet humanity knew they were in a race against time. The entrenched powers operatives stalked the darkest corners of coalition space, sabotaging shipyards, seeding distrust between allies. Entire shipments of plasma coils meant for Korath cruisers went missing. Border patrols reported unmarked vessels prowling beyond outpost perimeters. At a hastily assembled coalition tribunal, human diplomats urged temperance, counseling faith in their alliances and transparency regarding the older civilization's ploys. But fear and suspicion had taken root. Accusations of spying and technology theft flew between former comrades. As the unified resolve they had sacrificed so much to build rapidly unraveled, humanity desperately tried to hold the coalition together. But the major powers had played their hand well, expertly preying on the vulnerabilities and latent mistrust between the member worlds. Though they had avoided open war, the coalition stood on the brink of irrevocable fracturing. The oldest civilization's true weapons were patience, cunning, and the shadows within sapient hearts.